Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome. Welcome to Believe Spirit. Welcome. My name is Jennifer. Here we talk about everything. And right now we are on a tour of what happens when I'm ready to go to sleep. What messages come through while I'm sleeping. And maybe I don't hear because I'm not awake. So, last video we got about 4 hours in. And I don't know how many hours we're going to get in this time. But it's almost that time. I'm going to go smoke a bowl real quick. Get me a little drink and then come back in here. I usually get sleepy about the time for the sun to go down. And then I get up about 2 o'clock. And I'm up and down from about 2 o'clock until 6 o'clock. And then I'm usually up. Somebody's really tired. I do tap into people's energy when I turn this on. That's the one thing I do miss about live videos versus taped videos, is that the energy is different. I enjoy doing the tape sessions. I don't like the live sessions. That's where I started. That's what I like. That's the energy that I like. For safety purposes, locations would have to be turned off, and you guys would never be able to see where I'm at live anymore. But we could still do lives. So y'all smoke a bowl with me, and you'll see the lights flashing. Head up, baby. What are you doing, Heaven? Heaven's up in the bed with us. What are you doing, you big baby? My goodness. I had to put the babies down on the floor because in the middle of the night they crawl up and then end up in the floor anyway. Oh, yeah, did you something special? I love blue cats. I've got two of them. I love yellow cats. And I've got two of them. And I got two lookalikes. Two, 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 two. Two, 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 two. Two, two, two. Big ol' hey, Holly. She said, bitch, you got too many cats for me. I love them, everyone, dude. Listen. I love my babies. Thank you guys for being here. I am exploring different realms of who I am right now. And I haven't done this in a while. I've done it before. I haven't done this in a while. Sometimes there's messages for you and sometimes there's not. I don't ever go back to check it out. But it's out there for other people to check out because it's there for them, not for me. You'll see me get up and go to the bathroom. Get up and channel something. I do have communications. You may or may not hear those. You're such a baby. You're such a good baby girl. You're such a good baby girl. There you go. No. I'm trying not to start a conversation so that I can actually go to sleep. So just trying to lay down with my head clear and not have to worry, like nothing. You are gonna hear the cats. They're gonna be moving everywhere. I may or may not have to get onto them for it. They're getting pretty good about not, these cats are really good cats. Of course, we got 5 of them that are down. They're right there by the stairs, so. And then the rest of them, it doesn't take much for them to learn. Like, they're really fucking cool cats, dude. I've never experienced this before. This is absolutely amazing. And I got Coco and Playboy, and they're really easy going. Like, it's funny, I got 2 yellow dogs and 2 yellow cats. Don't tell me the motherfuckers ain't supposed to be getting along. They do. They sleep next to each other. I got a picture of them together too. Alright. Tell me, can you hear me? 10, 12. I have to pull my bowl up, blow my nose, and go to the pee real quick. And before we get too far into the depth of sleep messages, I wanted to put out some stuff real quick. Especially since we're knocking on the door Friday. Look here, 1323. And I just got hit with a red light. Listen, drugs are a thing in the past. Alcohol is on its way next. And I posted on my community's page a video about Matthew, oh, that's the wrong last name. Listen, we're not talking about the green lighter. We're talking about our friends. I think you guys need to listen to it. Matthew Perry died because he trusted the wrong people. And he wasn't willing to accept the fact that he needed help again in his recovery. They've come out with a lot of different things about drug recovery that they think is going to help you. I don't know anything about that ketamine except that it's killing a lot of people. And it's just now becoming aware of, people are just becoming aware of what it even is and what it's supposed to be used for, and it's already killing a lot of people. It's already found its way out in the street, just like, Opanas were out fucking months, dude. And they were out in the street. So, I mean, um, if people want that, they're gonna get it. And there is no pharmacy or script that's gonna prevent it. That's why we have to be so adamant about cleaning up these streets ourselves. Because you can't clean up anybody else's neighborhood if your neighborhood's fucked up. If you're working on your neighborhood and you take a minute to go help somebody else, that's one thing. But if you ain't working on your neighborhood, you just need to keep your mouth shut or ask for some help. That's how I'm looking at it. Everybody wants to be something special. You are. You're born that way. The fucked up things that go on in your life, that's the shit that people don't like. It's not you as a person. It's what you become by making the bad decisions. And yes, I'm going to say bad decisions. It may not be right or wrong to God, because God's going to love you no matter what. I fight with that shit every day. I'm like, all these people that do these bad things and God still loves them, it's like, well, they're my kids. I'm always going to love them. It doesn't mean I'm always going to like what they do. It doesn't mean I'm always going to help them out of whatever hole they're in. I might make them have to work through it. But I'm always going to love them. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, that's a hard pill to swallow. And then I think about my kids, and I'm like, I could never not love my kids. But I could be mad at them for a minute. I'd be like, just shake that jacket. Just like, will you just fucking learn your shit from me and don't make the same mistakes, man. I mean, that's the biggest lesson that a parent can give their kids is, if you see them doing something that you think isn't fucking right, then don't fucking do it. I'm like, if you see that things fucked up my life, then don't make the same choices. I mean, that's the best advice you can give your kid, is example. Like, did you learn from it, or are you still wallowing in it? Anyway, like, I'm not trying to go to bed on a bad note or put anybody to bed on a bad note. I want you to be happy-go-lucky. One of the things I want you to do while you're sleeping is I want you to put yourself in a vibration where you feel like being your best self. I want you to put yourself in a vibration where you want to make decisions that are going to make you look good, feel good, sound good. To the people who've been talking shit about you for years, I want you to go to sleep thinking, praying, wishing of ways to be able to change yourself that people wouldn't expect, and you're going to have to learn stuff in order for it to connect. Which means you're probably going to meet new people. But you don't want to get rid of stuff. Time to meditate, 1844. You don't want to completely... Hello? You want to do something different. I need my drug dealers, my drug makers, and my drug dealers. If you have not, will not watch that video about Matthew Perry, there's a task force that has been set in motion from LA and working its way across the United States. If you are selling drugs and somebody dies because of the drugs that you're selling, you will now be held accountable. See, they were putting leniency, and they were saying it was okay because people were overdosing, and we just wanted people to get to the hospital so they'd stop overdosing. But that message isn't being read correctly and dealt with correctly, I guess. But these people over here, listen, take heed, because if you're a drug dealer, your job is done. It's time for you to retire. It's time for you to find something else. You can get mad at me if you want to, but I'm trying to save lives, and I'm trying to extend lives, and I'm trying to put us in positions where nobody has to worry about nothing. I am a person who deals with pain every day. I can say a lot of different things that happen in my life that put me in victim mode. To want to go do the fucking drugs that make you look stupid, sound stupid, and because I'm in recovery, I can tell you there's better jobs out there. There's better things to do with your time. There are more appropriate highs for you to have to do something good with yourself. I don't know anything about the drugs from the last 10 years. I couldn't tell you shit about that. Pills was my DOC. I've never been big on street drugs. That's something you will have to ask others about. But my goal is for you to not to worry about it. Just fucking stomp that shit out. So what I need you to do is, if you're tired and you want to go to sleep, but you never seem to kick over to that next vibration, get you some tea. Aromatherapy, lavenders, different flowers will be relaxing for you. Daisies, jasmine, any kind of sultry type, even amber is really sweet. Cinnamon has a bite to it, so it's going to give you a little bit of energy, but it does have a soothing effect to it, so that's something you can burn like in the afternoon. Even, I wouldn't suggest burning any kind of oils or smells that will increase your stamina. But there's several that, if you don't have a diffuser, you can put a pot over the stove and put it on really light heat, and that'll last for a couple hours. Just make sure you put your timer on. There should be a timer on your stove for you to check the water levels. And if there's a go-to, if you don't have money or whatever, you can get bay leaves, rosemary, cloves, pepper, different kinds of pepper. All of those you can burn, and they will put off scents that are subtle, relaxing, and protective, and get rid of negative thoughts in your mind and shit, and help you go to sleep. You don't have to have the drugs. We've just been trained and bribed into believing that that was the way for us to be doing. It's time for us to break the chains of the things that are decapitating our life expectancy and find things that extend them. That means finding herbal remedies rather than chemical. How would you like to be able to help people in your neighborhood find herbal remedies to ease their ailments, whether it be sadness or grief or madness or broken heart or being able to hang out with people, have a conversation? You got stutter mouth over here, you got this one over here, you got like all different kinds of different ailments that people are using drugs for because they don't know how to fix the ailment, so they'd rather get fucked up and not deal with the ailments. But if you take the time to help them with these ailments, accept them for these ailments, their drug desires will dim tremendously. Most people do drugs to fit in. Isn't it sad? You end up falling head over heels just to fit into a crowd that doesn't want to be there. Nobody wants to be a drug addict. Not a goddamn person wants to be a fucking drug addict. I don't care how long you've been a drug addict. If you've never been a drug addict, nobody wants to be a drug addict. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody wants to be a drug addict. And you have an opportunity right now to waiver your right to be a drug addict. I want you guys to go to sleep with me. Again, I say, sometimes I get messages and sometimes I don't. Right now, I'm being guided to get you to fucking calm yourself down. Take a deep breath. And breathe out. Take a deep breath. Let it out. All at once. Don't hold it in. Don't make it go slow. You're expunging negative energies. You're opening your spaces for positive things to happen. Let that shit go. Stagnant energy fucking sucks, dude. You ready for one more? Let's do this. Shut your nerve right there. I know sometimes you'll hear me and sometimes you won't hear me. And I don't have like a little magic thing I can put on my ears or nothing for you to be able to hear me. So we'll do the best we can. I'm gonna have my back to you. I have to switch real often because my hips do give out. My back is fucked up. This has been going on since 2007. This isn't anything new, but in fact I am getting assistance like I've never been able to get right now. So for those of you who are having a moment of give up, don't do it, because like There's some shit hidden in the fucking networks on its way to you. If you haven't felt it yet, it's coming, okay? Whatever you do, don't give up. And get off that goddamn fucking shit they call medicine. Those opioids, they make you hurt worse. And I'm living proof of that. I still hurt, but I find other routines and ways of being able to deal with it. And my pain level is easier to manage without the narcotics than it ever was with the narcotics. I was sticking needles in my arm. Now I'm buying crystals. My pain levels are a lot easier to deal with and manage, to the point that sometimes I wonder if there's nothing wrong or something wrong. That says something for the power of God. Get off them chemicals, please. Alright, let's go to sleep. Boys, calm down. Jesus Christ, dude. Come here. Gentle. Come here, babies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, guys, I'm not smoke for a little bit more. Gotta get the cats to calm down some. This is the transition period for the cats. It's when they start getting hyper. It only lasts for about 30 minutes and then they go to sleep and then they go back up again about 5 o'clock. It's not been dark here that long. If it's everywhere or if it's just here. Oh. It don't start getting light till about 9 o'clock. Or dark. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Thanks for being here. Thanks for smoking with me, sleeping with me, talking with me. There really isn't a lot to say right now. The most action that there is right now for me is the cats at this time of night. And that's it. Like, when I say that you change your environment, when you change yourself, I'm living proof of that, dude. Like, unless I fucking put YouTube on, there's no drama in my life. There's absolutely no fucking drama in my life. Like, there really is no drama in my life right now. There's shit going on outside my life. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm not stupid, retarded, or hard of hearing, or forgot to put my glasses on. I'm paying attention. But inside my house, there's nothing going on. It's quiet. I get to do whatever I want. Whenever I want. We spend years trying to get into relationships. Just to spend years trying to figure out how the fuck to keep it. What would happen if we spent that much time trying to figure out who the fuck we are? What's gonna happen, everybody? Earlier I was thinking, I was feeling, I was wondering, I was like, you know, we grow up told to go to school, get a car, get a job, get a house, get a wife, get a husband, make kids, and teach them how to do it. Is that really what we're supposed to be doing? Like, I'm happy in an apartment. I don't have to... For me, an apartment's like dating. You don't have to pay the extra fucking expenses of an attorney or go through a bunch of fucking long drawn out fucking extended communication with somebody you don't want to be with if you don't fucking want to be together anymore. You can just fucking break it off and that's it. When you buy a house, You gotta find somebody to want it first and try to sell it. And if you can't sell it, then you're stuck with it. Wouldn't that suck if it was like that for general, like real people? You had to find somebody new for the person you didn't want to be with anymore before you could let them go. Wouldn't that change the way dating goes? You gotta heal what you broke in that person, and then you gotta find somebody that fits for them before you can move on to your person. What would it be like if everybody was held accountable for that shit? Hmm? What if you didn't have to get married, have 10 kids, and be the best person in your fucking company? Just be a good fucking person, and that's it. I mean, property is awesome to have. I'm not saying it's not. And one day I'm gonna have property. I've had it before. I'll have it again. And I'll do whatever I want with it. I'm just learning that I don't have anything from my childhood. There's not a picture that I even have of my grandparents. I don't have any pictures of my mom. Like, you'd have to look on Facebook for that shit. But when it comes to actual pictures or anything, I don't have any pictures. Like, when I left Tennessee, I left everything. And before I left Tennessee, we're not gonna go there, but like, we'll just say a fire came through and made it almost impossible for me to get to any of my heirlooms or childish types of things. And I'm okay. Like, it didn't kill me. It didn't, like, sure, I'd like to have some of that stuff again. Holy fuck, dude. I had the first tarot deck of cards I ever had up until 2015, dude. Like, until they got rid of my grandma's house from 1996 to 2015. But I'm just saying, I want you guys to focus on things that are not so. I gotta have that because everybody else has it. Winter's coming up. And you know, I hermit in the winter. It's hard to get me out in the summertime if there ain't no water, and I ain't no reason for me to go out in the winter. I like to grow things in the dark where nobody can see. And then once in a while pop out. Ah, look what I made. Oh, how will change. Alright, we got the alcohol getting up and going. I want you guys to get the fucking, the drugs. I need the alcohol. Yes, the people are nice in the alcohol stores. I'm not saying that they're not. But if we start holding these fucking liquor stores responsible for the DUIs, then we're probably not going to sell as much alcohol. And we're not going to have as many DUIs. Start holding these restaurants responsible. If you are putting more than 2 drinks on the table for your fucking table, no, you can't have my babies. These are my babies. The babies are running around the fucking house and they got like cat towers everywhere, dude. They're knocking them down. Like that's like if anybody wants to learn how to make something, make fucking cat towers that know how to stand and stay stood. Like when you got 10 cats going after it, it doesn't want to stand. You're like, not everybody has 10 cats. Listen, it only takes 1 or 2. If you put 3 on there. I would tell you that this is a total dream of mine. To one day be able to have cats and have babies and be able to keep them and not have to give them away. And it's here. And they're some of the most precious babies that, oh my fucking god, dude. And they gotta get loving for me. If they don't get loving from me, it's uh-oh. I love my babies. They bring me such a soothing energy, dude. There's times where I'm on this bed and I have cats everywhere. I did have the babies up here, but like I said, between them trying to crawl off, like only a couple days, trying to crawl off the bed, and me being scared I was gonna fall asleep on, oh my god, that was awesome. Me gonna fall asleep on top of them and suffocate them, I didn't want to do that, so I put them down on the floor. They stay right there at the stairs, dude, they don't fucking go anywhere. Capital's babies, they stayed up in the bed for the first 3 weeks. Ladies' babies, they don't stay in the bed. They're like running. They listen. When she had her babies, they were running before they come out the back. And that is no fucking joke, dude. I've never seen babies have so much activity as this litter. Like, holy shit. They've already started walking and shit. Like, most of them, they're walking, but, like, these babies are different, dude. I'm just like, wow, this is awesome, and I'm loving watching them grow up. I'd be happy being surrounded by animals all fucking day long, dude. I ain't gotta have people, man. And that's not being rude. That's just like, how the fuck do you go wrong being surrounded by a bunch of fucking loving animals? Train them to be uh, service animals. Mm-hmm. Because now is not the time for trying to write the brain for messages. This is quiet time. This is chill time. This is, let's not talk about anything fucking intelligent time. This is, let's be okay with where the fuck we're at and how much we got accomplished today. Like, dude, you made it through another day. I don't know what you accomplished in your day today, but I know that what I accomplished in my day today, goddamn right I'm smoking a fucking ball. Mm-hmm. Listen, Lord has been blessing me and blessing me and blessing me. And it's taken me being here almost 3 fucking years to start getting these blessings. I must say this right now. If you want to get sober, get sober. If you're doing it for clout, you're never gonna fucking make it. But if you're doing it to make yourself proud, the resources did not just help you get sober, but help you fulfill dreams that you never thought you could have. Those are the things that can happen when you get sober. Like, there's people that are bent over backwards and their body's falling out of different kinds of shapes, and the way that they're fucking doing drugs is insane. And I used to be that person. And I promised myself when I felt like I was going the wrong way, I couldn't stay there. I didn't want to be that. I don't want anybody to be that. Dude. The things that I have, people may never have. But if I have my way about it, by the time the next 3 years is up, everybody will have something like what I have. At least part of it. It's not about the money. It's You're right. The best way to describe it. There's no other way to describe it other than this right here. If you haven't caught Stairway to Heaven, there's a part in the song that I don't think there's any remixes. Like, I don't think anybody ever dared to try to fucking make that song over again. I mean, if you did, I mean, I'm not going against you, but I don't think anybody touched that song. I I mean, like, you know, people have touched a lot of different people's songs, but I just don't think anybody's ever touched that song. Freebird's another one. Nobody's ever touched that one. Don't ever fucking touch those two songs. Like, there's just certain bands you just don't fuck with their shit. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and Leonard Skinner, you just don't fuck with their shit, man. I mean, there's some of Leonard Skinner you can fuck with, but not much of it. Most of it, you gotta keep it sitting where it's at. You just don't fuck with them. No. You didn't, there's not much Rolling Stones or Aerosmith that you can copy either. You gotta let them have that shit. Like, you can't copy the motherfuckers. Those voices are extraordinary, and there's just the 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 com- the composure of their music. You can't make that happen again. Which is really cool as to why nobody ever fucked with their shit and they're still out there fucking existing. Kids are like, Stairway to Heaven, yeah, I heard of that shit. Growing up, my mom's like, you know, by the time your kids get old enough to listen, they're not gonna know what that is, and my kids are gonna know what that is. My kids are gonna know that shit. Bet on that one. Yeah. They might know a lot of other shit, but they know some Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner, and Pink Floyd. I can promise you that. Like, you just... I don't know. I don't know. That era, like, yeah. But anyway, the reason why I bring those up is, I want you guys to take the time to start listening to them again. The 70s music. I don't want you to go into the 80s. I don't want you to be in the 60s. I want you to be in the 70s. And I want you to do a total exploration for like the rest of the year. Bring in the fucking New Year, slamming out bell bottoms and disco tops. I mean, I'm cool with that. Screaming no drugs for me today. Hey, how about some grape juice? What? I'm just saying, listen. I'm just saying, like, what would it be like to have a New Year's where everybody gecked out in 70s fucking shit, fake fur, and not the real shit, the fake fur, and the fake this, and everybody smoking all kinds of weed and CBD, preferably weed, but I mean, some people, they just can't handle the weed, so you give them some CBD. There's no DUIs, there's no overdoses, and on New Year's Day, Everybody that was alive at 11:59 is still alive at 12:07 p.m. on New Year's Day. Like, wouldn't that be incredible? Can we do that? I mean, we've got enough time. There's enough time that you can, like, plan out the biggest fucking non-alcohol, non-drug party in history. Like, could you do that? That would be fucking incredible. Hey, Big D, listen, like, let's do a 5-pointer. For real. I'm not fucking playing around. If you're sitting here listening to me right now, 11333, as I'm saying this, Detroit, Chicago, LA, Atlanta, New York, Philly. But, like, it kind of, I had to add Philly in there. It's a sixer. But, I mean, that's where, like, Philly's going to be where you're going to celebrate for DC. But DC has its own place, so there's 7. And don't forget Miami. I mean, that's a big one right there. Houston. Oh, we got Seattle in the house. Okay. That's 10. That's 10. Okay. London, Paris. Oh, we're starting in other countries. Let's bring in the New Year's with the most sober fucking experience ever. I'm not playing. Like, fucking, I'm gonna start working on that. Listen, Big D, somehow we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna need your help. The biggest fucking sober party in history on New Year's Eve, 2024. Let's do it. I gotta go fill my bowl at 1:15, and then I'll smoke some. I'm actually gonna roll one so I don't have to keep filling up the bowl. And then when I smoke enough, then I can just fucking put it underneath my pillow and go to sleep. You know that part where you get smoking and you feel real good, then you gotta get up. I don't want to do that this time, so I gotta roll one. But anyway. Hey. What the fuck you think it's gonna happen? You're running all over here bouncing off the fucking walls. Shit's gonna fall the fuck off the walls, man. Carol. Listen. Oh my God. So listen, I've been studying. I've not been studying too much, but I've been paying attention to how to soundproof some shit, right? You can't soundproof the shit these fucking cats are doing. Like, they're bouncing off the walls. They're jumping higher than fucking jaguars, dude. Like, they're jumping up and play like flip flocky look a leak apart and like Jesus Christ, listen. If you're having issues with depression, don't get just one guy. That's boring as fuck, man. Get you about 3 or 4 cats. You'll have no problem finding a reason to fucking laugh every day. These motherfuckers are hilarious, man. I'm not even playing. When you get upset about something, they're quick to fucking come up and love on you. And if you teach them how to pee and poop in the toilet, you ain't even got to clean the litter box. If you don't want to teach them how to do that, teach them how to go in and out of the house. You live on a lower level, you can do that. I don't live on the lower level, so I can't let them go in and out of the house, and my cats don't like it outside. But, I mean, like, I never seen cats run back in the house so quick as mine do. But they do. They don't want to leave the house. They like their mama. We don't leave the house unless we have to. Dude, that farm is like calling. I'll be even loaded down with all kinds of different fucking animals. The only reason I ain't got ducks and chickens now is because there ain't no water and the landlord to say something. Listen. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that are just not animal people. But I'm going to tell you that if you're going to be an animal person, don't just get one. You've got to have more than one. Like, you gotta have more than one. They're a fucking freak show, dude. They're mad at me right now because I had to put the food up for tomorrow. And I don't usually put the food up, but I had to put the food up today. I didn't have a choice. I had to put the food up. So, like, they might be a little upset because usually they can eat all night. But they are like this every night anyway, for about an hour, and they're already starting to calm down. So I'll sit here and I'll smoke with you guys, and it'll start to calm me out, and calm them down, and then we'll go to sleep. Dude, yeah, 122.11. Hmm. We're just passing the time right now. Trying to be calm and quiet. It's not like no ASMR, we're actually just if you haven't tried ASMR, you have problems sleeping. You gotta check that shit out. There's stuff on there that it makes you sleepy or hungry. They work with crystals. Light language. I can't lay down and smoke. I have to sit up. My weed is already ground up. So all I gotta do is put it in the paper. It doesn't take that much longer to roll it when I have bud to roll, depending on how sticky the bud is. Or how easy it is to tear apart. But this was already crumbled. So all I had to do was put it in the paper and roll it. How do you smoke weed? How do you want to? Everybody's different. Best thing I did was trade weed for pills. I can smoke weed all day long. I can pass it to my friends, I can pass it to my neighbors, and I can pass it to my preacher. And not a single day go by feeling guilty that one of them might die. I love smoking weed. It may not always get me high, but it always gets me out of the bad mood I was in before I lit it up and said hi. Weed, please do me. Hold it in 3 seconds to 5. Hoping, worrying, waiting for that magic supply. Give it a lick, give it a taste, give it a wink, wink, and a big Did it do the trick? What degree did you get? 1, 2, 3. Did you feel like sharing? Did it make you weak? There's plenty for you and me. I don't over-exaggerate. No need to pack a picnic. But what if we could cross the bridge of everybody being able to have it? Could it be the difference between a bitch getting beat and a motherfucker saying, "Can I get some ice cream, please?" Could it be the difference in the sirens coming to celebrate? Or the sirens coming to take you away? Take you away to the funny farm. Oh, whoa, whoa, the funny farm. Did your mom ever threaten you with the funny farm? I don't think she ever actually meant it. I think sometimes she really thought that I meant to be there. I am. See, I'm still working my way to that farm. I'm gonna make it a funny, funny, funny fucking farm. I'm on my way to the funny farm. Hi, listen. I'm not gonna make this a habit because my private life is my private life, and I'll let you go to sleep with me, then you'll know a little bit more than what you need to be. But for now, I have a moment in time that I can share my life and give you a moment of when I don't know what's going on, but you will know what's going on, and you can rack my fucking channel, the brain I've got in my head, after I go to sleep in the next little bit, and get the answers that you need. If something comes out, it comes out. If it don't come out, it don't come out. Don't ask a question you're not willing to accept the answer to. Don't expect no hocus pocus, but don't close your mind to it. Y'all already know there's some crazy shit that happens around me. Never know what it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, or how it's gonna be. Just know that it's God's presence. I used to be scared, dude. When this shit first started happening to me, I used to be scared. Now I'm not so scared. I don't want you guys to be scared about what's happening out in the world right now. I don't want you to believe that you're unheard or unthought of. But I do want to let you know that the world is shifting. My world is shifting. like having fun. I like being private. I like being exclusive. It's not the clout, it's the freedom. If you don't know where I'm at, who I'm with, what I'm doing, then I can live a substantial life, serve my purpose, and not be in danger all at the same time. If you had the opportunity, what would you do? I don't think they want you to see me by myself. They don't want to. They don't want you to get a channel through me tonight. Because they're not settling down enough for me to go to sleep. But they are coming more towards the bedroom. Which means that they're starting to calm down and they're about to get up here in the bed with me. I told you. Smoke this joint. Yeah, bring them in here. That's exactly what it's doing. The only way that you're going to change the negative is to stop dealing with the negative. Quit putting your attention on it. start being the difference. I'm gonna be going back to doing messages with my tarot cards and not being afraid of providing you with accurate readings. That is something that somebody asked me to do a couple times, and I haven't been listening. And I'm learning that as much as I don't want to be a part of all the drama, my tarot enlightens people to very important things that they need to know. And if I don't tell them, they may not find out. And it could save a life. And I am going to process through the weekend because I don't work on Fridays. I mean, but on Monday, we're going to have to start doing some tarot. And that means that there's going to be things that are said that you don't want to hear. That means that you're going to probably get mad at me sometimes. I'll be a little more general this time. I'm definitely learned on that one. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Don't make it fit. And don't ask me to call your name out. These are general readings. I won't be doing any kind of star. I'll be doing like one card draws for star signs, but I won't be doing in depth. There's other readers for that. These are all general readings. My numbers are a 0. Like they're like that for a specific reason. Call me the 0 girl. And just leave them like that. You're enjoying the message. The messages are enlightening people in ways that I never could have imagined. And I'm getting paid outside of YouTube in ways that I never thought of it being possible. So I'm not worried about YouTube paying me, God's paying me, and asking me to get back to work. And that means opening up my channel completely to whatever comes the fuck out. And not worrying about whether or not I press on people's toes, or hurt your feelings, or piss you off. If you're coming to my channel, then there's something that you need to fix. There's something that you need to shift. There's something you need to talk about. There's a reason why you're here. And it's not just to fucking be listening. There's not a single fucking channel that I go to that there's not something that about it that turned me onto it. I may not focus on it for very long. I may not watch the entire video. I may open it up long enough to see the complete headline and then turn it off. But there's something that connects you to that reading. If you're here after this long, there's a reason why you're here. There's probably a shift in your environment that you want to be able to make and you're not sure how to make it. And asking your general friends, well, they're not on the same vibration you are yet. So you need to talk to somebody outside of your group to figure out what the fuck you need to do. There's nothing wrong with that. How the fuck do you think I got out of the group I was? Like, now they're following me. Now they're trying to do shit like me. So go be different. It's not going to hurt you, it's going to help you. And you never know how many millions of people you could save by deciding that you want to be different than the crowd that you're in. Because you're listening to somebody giving you a different opinion. It starts from somewhere. Why can't it start with you? Why can't it be right now? Why can't it be wherever the fuck you're at? 14436. You don't have to have any kind of fancy degree, stones, herbs, or special experience to be able to go out here and talk people into making good decisions for themselves. It's not complicated at all. But what it is impactful. So impactful, you can change the amount of people it takes to fill the oceans. Like, you got it. All it takes is for each person to start being more positive. More positive. More positive. If there's things that you don't agree with, if you quit focusing on punishing them for that shit and start steering them into shit that you want them to experience, they won't have the time to do the bad shit. If you start steering people differently than where they're going, they're going to shift. That's the goal. I don't know about you, but I don't want to fight with nobody no more. God damn, dude, I'm tired of fucking fighting. I'm tired of books not being closed that should have been closed a long time ago. I'm tired of sitting in the same fucking spot. And at the same time, I feel more blessed than I ever fucking have, dude. Because I am. You can't move until you're ready. And if you're still learning the lesson, you're not ready to move yet. Nobody has control over how long you get to stay here and learn. But you do get to control what you do with what you learn. And wouldn't you rather save lives instead of destroy them? Have a good night's sleep instead of worrying? Dude, I'm seriously thinking about putting on some fucking Led Zeppelin before I fucking go to sleep. Saying, take me to Neverland. Take me to Neverland. Oh, don't you know? There's a sign on the wall, but you want us to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have to mean. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts almost get there. that's probably my favorite part. For me, that part of the song, I'm getting philosophical, but for me, that part of the song is like being able to accept yourself and the broad colors and spectrums of everybody else that could be in it as well. You could be saying the same thing that I'm saying in a different way, using different words saying the same thing, or using the same words to say something totally different. And if we spent more time trying to figure out what peace you're trying to bring, instead of what hate or animosity or grief or stupid, your mind can focus on many things. Why not make it positive? Yeah, baby. Okay. I'm gonna take the night for myself. And I'm gonna listen to some Led Zeppelin. Pink Floyd is a little dark right now. Lynyrd Skynyrd is like going to the bar. Led Zeppelin takes you to fucking outer space. That's how I look at it. That's how I interpret it. The Doors will take you to outer space. There's several of them that'll take you outer space, but I don't know, I can... CCR is another good one for time travel. If you want good songs for time travel, if you want good bands to time travel to. And I'm gonna call it like, Greta Van Fleet is really good if you want to stay in the same, like, time period that we're in now. But you want to, like, go to the hills. They're pretty cool for that one. I use music to travel. It takes me to places that I can't imagine. Like I don't go wherever they're at, I go other places. But can I give you some suggestions that I don't mean to piss anybody off? Some things are meant to be taken at face value, and they're not meant to be disturbed by processing anything deeper than. And other things are meant to explore at levels that most would not understand. It's up to you to decipher what part you want to play in that subject. Don't make it that because you want to get clout for paying attention to it. Do it because it brings you joy. Because you're not going to benefit anything out of it if you're doing it to try to fucking make somebody else happy. You're not going to be able, like, if you're trying to travel somewhere, Please don't go out and get fucking high and think that you're gonna be, that's the way to ask for travel. You're not traveling, you're just getting high. I mean, like, you might travel because, you know, I've traveled when I'm high, but you're just not gonna get the same effect out of it. So, please don't, oh, just this one last time, don't do that. Like, if you've never traveled before and you have an opportunity to travel without being on drugs, please do that. You close your eyes, get calm. Like, you probably want to smoke some weed. It's always easier when you have weed. If you've never smoked weed before, don't start now. All you gotta do is get your body, use breathing exercises to get yourself there. And that's just slow breathing exercises. You calm your body down. You start from, you know, right about in the middle, and you work your way up and then back down. And as you're working your way back up and you work your way back down, you're releasing all these fucking negative things that have been processing through your system. And then put yourself in like a meditative state. As you're putting yourself in that meditative state, put your music on. Not loud. Just enough that you can hear it. You don't want the neighbors to hear it. You don't want to be able to hear it if you leave the room. And you want it by your bed. But you don't want that shit in your ears. Don't put shit in your ears before you go to bed. You want that to be out there, even when you're doing ASMR. If you're going to do like ASMR and therapy and like that, do that like before you go to bed, not when you're getting ready to go to bed. Please don't put stuff in your ears when you're going to bed. I mean, unless you got them hoods on. I've tried them wearing them hoods. I can't do them fucking things when I'm going to bed. I don't like socks on my feet and I don't like hats on my head when I'm going to bed. It's just, I wake up in panic. When I have socks on my feet, I wake up in a panic. And so I don't put them on my feet anymore. Try traveling tonight. See what you think about it. For those of you who you're alone a lot, you don't have much excitement going on in your life, astral traveling is really fucking cool. It's free. You just have to learn how to do it. And you don't have to have any sort of crystals. You don't have to have you don't have to go out and spend like thousands of dollars to learn how to do it either. Like, just, there's videos that you can do, and then there's ways that you just, God will guide you in how to go about being a part of that. Okay? Anyway, I'm clocking out for the night. I love you guys, and I will see you Saturday. Love, light, life, kisses, and blessings.